Well, hello there. I thought I would pick up the camera and start to talk to you a little bit about the progress that we've made here in the fish room, but then also talk about a product that I think there's a lot of confusion about. A lot of people don't really know what this product is for, and it's one of the best-selling products on our website. So, hey, kill a bunch of birds with one stone. First things first, if you see a little bit of haziness to the aquariums behind me, your eyes are not playing tricks on you. I just got done filling those tanks up. They were a little bit low, but those tanks are definitely due for some maintenance too. But this week has been absolutely insane because of a lot of things that have been going on, including a large tree limb during a storm falling onto the roof of this building and doing some damage. I did a members only video all about that. I still haven't heard back from the insurance company, so we'll see how that goes. I think we're gonna be okay. I don't think that the building's gonna come crashing down or anything like that, but it's damage from a storm nonetheless. It's never easy around here. We did get the 125 in its new place. It looks great over there. And the cool thing about it is we can still fit behind there. I can squeeze my big butt through there, which is nice. And there's a ton of room back there for plenty of activities or storing a bunch of junk. That's exactly what we're gonna be using that for. But it's very cool that that tank's in place because now Lisa can get started on the aquascape for that. And I've said it, I'm gonna keep saying it. When you see what she ends up putting in that tank, it's gonna be very, very cool. And I haven't talked about these yet. I am gonna be doing a lot of work to these 3 240s, including converting this one from saltwater to freshwater. So that's happening very soon. And we're gonna be replacing all of the lights on these tanks. They're all gonna be matching and they're all gonna absolutely blow your mind. So very exciting stuff happening. Not a whole lot of progress this week, but we're making progress nonetheless. Even if it's just something little, as long as you're making progress, you're good. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Okay, let's talk about this product. This product that everyone has seen, but not everybody knows exactly what this product is for, what it does, when you should use it, and everything else. I'm talking about one of the absolute best-selling products on keepfishkeeping.com, which is Fritzzyme 7. You see this and you're thinking, well, that's just another water conditioner. No, it's not. It's far different from that. This is a live bacteria product. And in order to truly explain what a live bacteria product does, we got to talk about the cycle. I know, talk about it a million times, but it is the most critical thing in the entire fish keeping hobby. I'm going to keep this as brief as possible. You have fish in your aquarium. Those fish eat. After they eat, they poop. The poop rots in your aquarium and it causes ammonia. Ammonia kills fish. Are you with me? It's all pretty simple so far. Well, there's a beautiful thing that happens in nature, and that is that bacteria grows in your aquarium, and that bacteria's job is to eat up that ammonia, convert it to nitrite, and everybody's happy, right? Well, no, because nitrite is also toxic to fish, but the cool thing is more of that bacteria grows, and when it grows, it converts that nitrite into nitrate, which is significantly less harmful for fish. We, as fish keepers, handle that nitrate. We do it a couple of different ways. The easiest way would be doing water changes. We remove that nitrate-filled water, replace it with good, clean water, and everybody's happy. Or you could do it other ways, like having live plants in your aquarium and stuff like that. Well, in an aquarium like this one behind me, that's not an option, so I have to manually do water changes in these tanks. All of my tanks, as a matter of fact, to keep them nice and healthy and to keep that nitrate under control. That's fish keeping. Welcome to the world of keeping glass boxes full of water. So what does this product do? Well, this is bacteria in a bottle. So basically what happens is you put this in there and it boosts that whole process of making live bacteria. Bacteria takes a little while to grow. It's a natural thing. It happens as long as there's an ammonia source. It happens, and your cycle will happen eventually. A lot of people get very frustrated by that because it takes a long time for it to happen. But with something like this, it kind of kickstarts that whole process. There's bacteria in this bottle that Fritz has been manufacturing for over 40 years. They were the very first manufacturer of live bacteria in our industry. And this bacteria goes in there and it just starts immediately doing what it's supposed to do, eating up that ammonia, eating up that nitrite, keeping your aquarium healthy for your fish. Everybody wins. It's a beautiful thing. And with this product, you're not only getting that live bacteria in a bottle, but you're getting it from the originator of it, the pioneer of it, the best in the industry of it, of creating that nitrifying bacteria. So absolute win-win. But there's a couple of things you also need to know about this. And the first is when to use it, because you might be thinking, well, a brand new aquarium, I just set it up, I want to put fish in it day one. Everybody says you can't do that unless there's bacteria in there. I put bacteria in there that's in this bottle, and we should be able to do that, right? Well, that's true. You can. I've done it many, many times, and it's worked beautifully. But there's other opportunities to use this too, and that's really what I wanted to focus on here today, because we do a lot of work on our aquariums, right? We're constantly doing water changes, we're vacuuming out the substrate, we're cleaning out our filter. Well, when you do these things, you're gonna be removing bacteria from your aquarium. Some are gonna remove more bacteria than others, like if you're just doing a water change, you're taking water out, you're putting water in. That's gonna have very little impact on the bacteria. But if you do something like a thorough cleaning of your filter, well, guess what? That's gonna have a huge impact, because your filter is one of the primary places for the growth of bacteria. So you think you're doing the right thing, but in all actuality, you're taking 2 steps back. So that would be a great opportunity to introduce live bacteria with a product like this. It's not just for when you're starting a brand new aquarium. It's to replenish the bacteria too. If there's a crash, yes. Or if you cause the impact to that bacteria because you are cleaning your tank too much. Now, another thing to mention is something that I've heard from a lot of customers, and that is this is not a one-step and everything's good water conditioner. What I mean by that is this is not going to remove chlorine, chloramine, all that kind of stuff. This does not take the place of Fritz Complete or Fritz Guard. No, this is a live bacteria product. In fact, if you use this as a water conditioner, what's going to happen? If the water is full of chlorine, what's chlorine's job? It's to kill bacteria. So you're going to be putting this into water that has bleach in it, basically, that's just going to kill off all this bacteria as you're dumping it in there. It is like flushing this down the toilet. You're not going to want to do that. This is not a chlorine, chloramine remover. It's going to naturally remove ammonia and nitrite, but it's not going to do it from tap water. So this is not a one-step thing. Use your Guard or your Complete first. Get rid of that chlorine or chloramine, whatever it is that you have, and then use this product. So the last thing that I'll talk about when it comes to this is for the cycling process to happen, you need an ammonia source. If you dump this into an aquarium that has absolutely no ammonia in it, meaning you don't have any fish in there that are producing waste, or you haven't put ammonia in the tank, then you're going to have a problem. The live bacteria that's in this bottle is not going to have anything to feed off of, so it's just going to wither away and die. You're not going to see it because it's so small you can't see it, but it's going to happen, and then you're not going to get any cycle to happen in your aquarium, and you're going to think that this product is bad. No, it's because you've starved the bacteria that's in this bottle. So the way around that is to make sure you're putting it into an aquarium that has an ammonia source, like fish and fish waste. Or if you don't have any of that, if you're doing like a fishless cycle or something, you might want to use a product like fishless fuel, which I do not have sitting right here to show you because I wasn't planning on talking about that, but that will provide that ammonia source for this live bacteria to feed on. So use it during maintenance, not just when your aquarium is brand new. make sure you don't use this as a one-step water conditioner. Remove that chlorine and chloramine first, otherwise you're just dumping this down the drain. And make sure your aquarium has an ammonia source, and this bacteria will be like, yay! So of course, the Fritzzyme 7 is available to you at keepfishkeeping.com. This might be where you're watching this video. I don't know. I don't know what your habits are, but we have plenty of it available. It's something we always keep in stock because, as I said to you before, this is absolutely one of our best sellers on the website, and for good reason. It's just an amazing product. Yes, I am a Fritz fanboy. It's true. Yes, Fritz is a sponsor of this channel. But I'm just telling you what the facts are. This stuff flies out the door. So you want to have that safety net when you're doing your big maintenance. You don't want your tank to crash. You want to be able to provide your aquarium with that bacteria, replenish that bacteria, and make sure you're always good to go. Get you a bottle of this. You'll be good. You do not need to keep it in the refrigerator. It is not anything like that. There are some live bacteria products like Fritz Turbo Start that does need to stay refrigerated. This doesn't. You don't want to keep it out on your back porch. You can keep it in a cool, dry place. You'll be good. Just a regular ambient temperature in your room should be fine. Don't let it overheat, but you don't have to keep it in the refrigerator. It's not going to hurt it to put it in the refrigerator, but you don't have to. So it's easy to keep. It works extremely well, and we have it on keepfishkeeping.com. You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.